Hello, everyone. We are Theater Far, Far Away, back again with some more content this Saturday. We're switching it up a little bit. We're not doing any Shakespeare this Saturday, but we are going to be bringing you a Alice in Wonderland adaptation, courtesy of a friend of a friend, the Associate Professor of Theater, Matt Foss, at the University of Toledo. So, once again, we'll introduce ourselves. We have Sally Bremer, Brittany, Perry, Sean, Angel, Alec, Maddie, and me, Olivia. And like I said, we'll be bringing you a fun little Alice in Wonderland adaptation. And this is, unfortunately, our final performance for you guys. We'll be missing you. There'll be more virtual theater content on the Wayne State page, but a few of us have graduated, and a couple of us will still be on, so you'll see us in the future, I'm sure. So without further ado, here we are.
Oh, first I grow too large and now I've grown far too small. I must have shrunk right past normal size and now I'm the size of a bug in the White Rabbit's garden. This all is really quite fantastic, but I wish there was somebody here to help me find the next square, or at least somebody to talk to. There is.
We can talk.
Excuse me, I'm very sorry, but Miss Tiger Lily, did you just say something? And all the flowers can talk?
As well as you can.
And a great deal louder.
When there's anybody worth talking to.
If they ever let you get a word in edgewise.
Her face has got some sense in it, though it's not a clever one.
But you are still pretty enough to be a flower.
But I don't necessarily want to be a flower. You see, Miss Rose, and Miss Tiger Lily, and Daisy, and Iris, and Dandelion, and I am on my way to becoming a queen. If you don't mind me asking, how is it that you can all talk so nicely? I've been to many gardens before, but none of the flowers could talk.
Put your hand down and feel the ground. Then you'll know why.
It's very hard, but I don't see what that has to do with it.
In most gardens, they make the beds too soft.
The flowers are always asleep.
I never thought of that before. My opinion that you never think at all. I never saw anybody that looked stupider.
Rose!
If you don't hold your tongue, I'll pick you.
That's right, little one. As if you ever saw anybody, Rose.
You'd look lovely in a vase, Rose.
Stop all this talking. Could you keep it down? I'm blowing away with all this talking.
Excuse me, but is there anybody else in this garden at all that might be able to help me find my way?
There's the caterpillar. He moves on his own just like you do.
Maybe he would know what my next move is. Do you know where he is, Miss Tiger Lily?
He's right behind you, dear.
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir, just at present. At least I know who I was when I got up this morning. But I think I must have been changed several times since then.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself. I'm afraid, sir, because I'm not myself, you see?
I don't see.
I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly, for I can understand it myself to begin with. Being so many different sizes, becoming a pawn, and then maybe, hopefully, a queen all in one day is very confusing.
It isn't.
Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet. But when you have to turn into a chrysalis, and then after that into a butterfly, I should think you'll feel it a little strange, don't you?
Not a bit.
Well, perhaps your feelings may be different. All I know is it would feel very strange to me.
You? Who are you?
Well, I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why?
Oh, what's the use?
Come back. I've something important to say.
Yes?
Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So you think you're changed, do you?
I'm afraid I am, sir. Like, for instance, I can't remember things as I used to.
Can't remember what things?
Well, when I try to remember the words to a song, and when I sing, it comes out all different.
A little nonsense in the spring is wholesome even for the king.
If a little nonsense is good for a king, then I should be on the right track to being a queen.
That is not said right.
Not quite right, I'm afraid. Some of the words have got altered.
It's wrong from beginning to end. What size do you want to be?
Oh, I'm not particular to size, sir. I just would like to be a queen, so however much I need to grow up to be a queen should do, you know?
I don't know. Are you content now?
Well, I should like to grow up a little more. Being so small and young is such a wretched thing to be.
Quite the opposite. It is a very good thing to be indeed.
But how can I be a queen if I am just a little girl?
A little nonsense in the spring.
But Mr. Caterpillar, please don't go. You haven't answered my question. I'll never find the fourth square now. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody there? Goodness, this is a strange place.
And there we are. Wonderful. All right. Like I said before, unfortunately, this is our last video, but we will be around. I'm sure you'll see some of us in the future. And thanks for everything. Bye.